No, whether fortunately or unfortunately, I think I arrived at a crossroads where, at some point you have to well, I had to decide, what seemed to be the most rewarding experience for me, and I decided then that maybe curatorial practice was the way to go, because even at that time, in South Africa there were very few Black curators, and so as a young curator, there was a lot of opportunity, but at the same time very little understanding or training available. And so hence my decision to take advantage of the scholarship and come to the United States to learn about this tradition of curating, and to try to understand more in depth, and to also be a part of a more global conversation, because South Africa was opening up to the world. And so it was not only just trying to understand the practice, but it also was trying to understand how South Africa fits within the world. Um, and so I think that has always been my thinking in terms of working between South Africa and elsewhere, in terms of thinking about how do we connect to the global art art economy, but also artistic practice. That I think today most artists, not only from South Africa but across the continent and elsewhere, are thinking about what is their place in the global sphere. What do we bring to the table? Because at the end of the day, it's more about what do we share as a people. What kind of experiences can we learn from each other? And that's where I try to do my work, in terms of thinking about what I understand has been happening in South Africa, or has been happening in the United States. If I'm doing something in the United States, in the Caribbean, or I'm doing something in the Caribbean that's coming to the United States or to Africa. So it's always about how do we translate these human experiences, you know. And for me, because my area is the art world, is to think with artists and to work with artists in terms of trying to uh, vision that is engaging in ways that people from elsewhere can also understand the experience of having lived through, or can begin to imagine other experiences that allow them to find new possibilities within their context.